Sigma plays in the Madman. So Sigma's playing the mid Madman, which leads me to believe probably we're going to see a bottle with a chalice into Dreamcatcher. More than likely. That's probably the build pathing we're going to get. And the other thing, too, is I'd like to point out is take a peek at Mr. Captain Huggy playing Kinesis Carry. And Yonko's playing a Moon Raw, which is also something we don't see a lot, by the way.
Yeah, I don't know if Kevin is gonna be playing carry this game. I hope not, because like Kevin, I mean Kinesis on a core. Oh, you might actually be in a little bit of trouble here. But Kinesis core is doable, but
I think he's playing Kinesis. Oh no, he's caught out. Jerizaiah coming through with a nice Sir Lancelot joust, getting the kill, followed up by a dig from the Geo, getting the Bloodlust on top of Winsy. So Winsy gets the beginning gold. That gets him just a little bit closer to his bottle. 440 gold for
it's
the
definitely
Pebbles.
a really good start, yeah. So I'm not sure how they're actually laning this. Vindicator's bottom. So Vindicator, Bensington, Bubbles, Geo. It's the Worm plus Turtle long lane. And they're playing... exactly. It appears to be a tri-lane Madman. So... where is...
Or are they just trying to set a counter kill?
It looks like Kinesis might go solo bottom, but I don't like his items for solo bottom.
No. If you're going to solo bottom, I feel like running red boots and just sacking your a little early stats would be fine. But it seems like he's just trying to get behind the Pebbles to get a good spell.
Yeah, or maybe do something. Because he knows that like he's a bit scared to go bottom. He thinks it's probably worth it, and he thinks like, okay, I just won't get a lot. So maybe he thinks like, okay, you know, Genko's gonna just harass the Pebbles a little bit, get him low, and then we can do something. Meanwhile, the top lane, the Worm and the Turtle are just getting boxed out a little bit. Manele hits his stun.
Oh and my god.
Worm was actually getting low quite a bit. And we see also the Pebbles actually getting low quite a bit. Yep, oh, never mind. It was because the stun, yeah.
No, he had like 200 HP. It wasn't anything too crazy.
They're going again actually. Pebbles might die.
They're actually trying to die by a tower, but Winsy actually getting a really good just stalagmites, and they're all the same. One's from the ceiling, one's from the ground, to save himself so he doesn't get dove. I don't know how I feel about Sir Bensington securing a free lane, though. I don't know if they're just disrespecting him because he didn't have a good game last time, but I don't know if leaving him to his own dividends to get farm is the play. Tony has to run back to the base, and Wormy Boy is going to secure some gold. I don't like Pebbles going boots instead of bottle, though. That is something that kind of bothers me. I do not like that at all. And it seems like Captain Huggy actually decides to get dig there instead of the stalagmites. He's just trying to get a secured stun, but it's also a secured escape as well. So it's not that bad of a steal, to be honest.
I think it's the escape more than the stun, because I think he just wanted like an escape mechanism, so that's either Bubbles Q or Q-stun, but Q-stun is definitely preferable.
And only coming through with a stun on top of Novaden, just trying to smack him as much as he can. They actually, they've role swapped a lot, by the way. So instead of Nopa playing support, he's playing Turtle this game.
Yeah, it's probably just like
people instead of playing off. Yeah, instead of Nope playing off lane, he's playing El Soporta. So Sigma is sitting at 330 GPM right now. His lane's not bad, anything's considered. Jera's sitting at about 370, so they're dang near even. So he's getting farm and gold. The only difference is Jairus will have a little bit more of experience because, you know, again, not in a tri-lane, even people roaming. He shared a little bit more of experience, so not too shabby. Yonko going behind the tier 1 of the Legion side to go steal that camp, just to get a little bit of extra influx of gold. And Winsy actually catches him out of his... Wow, that was a really good heads up by Winsy. I don't know if you caught that or not, but Yonko used Path of Destruction, and Winsy threw him mid-run and walked back into the tower. So he took 2 tower shots to try and set up a kill. That was really good heads up by Winsy. That was really, really smart. Very mechanical play right there.
Yeah, Pebbles was always such a joy to watch, right?
Yeah, especially someone who's good at it.
Yep. Yeah, like if you see me playing Pebbles, that's usually just leads to a lot of frustration from both sides. I can imagine.
Enemy team and current team.
Exactly.
So we
But on the
probably
other side, it's good content. It is good content.
True. We probably aren't going to see Ignite from Yunko, his W spell,
Nope.
until later in the game, because that is just something that you chunk yourself up. Menele is actually hiding in the trees right now. He was resting in the trees, being sneaky, just keeping the rune away. So it's a Merrick's rune goes to him. Kinesis is harassing Miyabi, picking up trees, just throwing it at him. He has another dig up coming right about now. Bing and bong. A snacky time for Miyabi eating the apple to try and live, but it doesn't necessarily matter. And a Captain Huggy picking up a kill on his side on top of Miyabi. And he's also going to be able to go secure the bot rune. So Tony, unfortunately, gets no runes, but he's full HP and full mana, so at least he has the ability to play. Yunko running in with a nice little fireball from the sky, the path of destruction, if you will, getting a stun and just harassing out Mr. Winsy. And Captain Huggy's going to return back to tower. All right. It is 4 minutes in the well, about to be 5 minutes in the game, and we have Nightfall on the line. Who do you think's catching the first Bensington ult?
So it's gonna be probably quite difficult to kill the map with the Bensington ultimate. The Ra is definitely a more safe kill, but you're gonna have to kill him twice, right? It's kind of awkward as well. Actually, the Pebble's running into the Ra there.
So, the one thing that Yunko keeps doing, which I like a lot personally, he missed range creep reported, is he's pushing out the wave on top of Winsy's tower, and as soon as he pushes the wave to the tower, he just goes to the jungle. Instead of just sitting around and wasting time and GPM and experience, he just decides to go into the jungle and just farm a few camps. 1 camp, 2 camp, whatever he can get to try and get some bonus gold and experience. We're going to TP on the back of the tower here. It's Mr. Captain Huggy trying to set something up. I don't know what their plan is. Raw does have ult, so they can try and dive tower if they necessarily want to, but Winsy kind of heads up to the path of destruction, walks forward into him, and not too bad. Captain Huggy TP.
They're just kind of trying to secure runes, and actually there's a lot of stacks in the Hellburn's Legion sides, in the Legion jungle here.
Oh yeah, so Tony's actually going to go get the rune as gonna zone Captain Huggy off it. Menele is gonna get a regen rune top. Wormy Boy got some experience for being a worm in the mid lane, and he is level 3, close to level. He's actually like pretty close to level 4, so he's just trying to get some experience at Gravelocket. And right now, Captain Huggy's scouting out the stacks. Menele and Captain Huggy are going to try and set something up. So here's what's going to happen. We're going to see, Winsy again with the toss, but it doesn't necessarily matter. Dig confirming the kill on Yunko. Yunko dies in the tower, but a nice dig coming through. The first Nightfall on top of Menele's head, and he dies. Yunko died for a second time. Yunko might actually go down for a second. A nice poke from the Lance along in the cheeks of the Raw. So they do kill him a second time. A little bit greedy on that play. A nice double dig by No Fight People there, as well as, a good double dig by Captain Huggy, followed by a good dig from No Fight People. And Bubble's actually getting dove on her tower right now, and a Lotus is down, healing Sigma, and a nice chunk healing to get the kill on the top. So good combo potential, a good double dig with the double Earth's Grasp, and they trade the kills out, coming for the Nightfall, and they get a 3 for McDeefer, Dutch. Not a 2 for McDoofer, a 3 for McDeefer.
That was just like the Bensington factor there, because they were 3 people initially with Rally, Ra, and the Kinesis, of course. But that actually
look at the top lane again. So shelling through, shell shocking out. They try to dive the tower with another dig there, but the mass TPs come in, and a good auto take cover to take cover from the stun of the Nymphora.
Yep. Yeah. So actually, no. Auto take cover is only level 4 now.
Shh. They don't even know that. Don't make them think he has talent.
Did you even know that, coach?
Yeah, but I just... and Joust under the tower with a book silence from Miyabi, confirming the kill on top of Menele.
Yeah, Menele is struggling a little bit, partially because he's not really getting anything done top lane, so he's trying to move around the map a little bit, but he's just running into a lot of people with a lot of stuns, so it's a bit difficult. Honestly, at this point, maybe might be worth it for Menele to just get like a link item and sit behind Ra or something. as we see the Pebbles and the Worm looking for something juicy.
Okay, so Stalactite actually comes out for the miss. He's going to choose to not throw a creep. He's going to try and walk up to Yonko and throw Yonko up. Nope. He's going to punch him down because he has DD. He's not even going to waste the throw. He's not going to waste the toss or the chuck or the throw or the pitch or the airlines, whatever you want to call it. He's just going to punch him down. And Mendeley getting his stuff on top of Winsy, but there's still a DD. Man coming through with a nice little barrel to try and get some damage. But Winsy has a stun, but he can't confirm the toss because he's not the mana. But Nightfall coming through for Jairus into a nice lance along, into a joust, just trying. And oh my god, a flying worm! And a good stun to stop the TP with Dig, and they pick up the kills. Not a bad roam, a very good awareness of him taking stacks. Every time Mendeley disappeared, or sorry, Yonko disappeared out lane, he was going to take stacks. So just a good heads up play, they're very much aware of it because they scouted earlier, and they picked up the kill. Worm,
yeah, they
now level
should
6.
have, honestly, they should have also kind of known.
Whoa, stun on top of Mendeley. Mendeley's actually going to die. Shell shot coming through with the silence, a smackdown, and an auto attack, and that's a kill.
So they should have kind of known, because look, there's a very good ward from Kevin actually in the Legion jungle, right? As the Pebbles is actually trying to take the stacks here. So they knew that the Pebbles was not in the enemy jungle, which means that if he's not in the mid lane, there's a very limited amount of places that a Pebbles prior to the PK is going to be. As Kevin is actually playing quite cocky there.
Oh, Sigma trying to chase down the Worm. The Worm's just going to dig out, stuns miss. Yonko's going to try and path the destruction up to catch him. A nice barrel roll to slow down, no fight people. No fight people putting down the crystal field, but Sigma just running away from it, going a little stealthy boy, stalking him down, sniffing him out, and picking up the kill. Nymphoria is actually going to TP. Let's see where they're TP2. TPing in the jungle on top of the ward to try and get Winsy. Winsy gets picked up by a nice tornado, followed by a dig stun, followed by a path of destruction to pick up the kill. So he got most of the stacks. He was injected gold. He had about 800 gold when he started those stacks. He has 1,300 now, so he's only about 1k away from his PK. Well, they just get that tower, so he's about 750 away from his PK now. Not too bad. His timing on PK isn't that bad since he's making some plays around the map. Now they're just going to start playing together. So Zigman just returns to the top, trying to get any farm he can. So just like I said before, if you take a peek at this, he didn't go bottle and he did go chalice. He just went protective amulet right into the sustainer. So he's just going right for Battle Fury right away. That, like I said, that's the big EU thing. They don't build boots or red boots if you're getting rained down too much. If you need mana, you're fighting a lot, you go chalice or bottle. So it's pretty much like we talked about before. The problem with buying treads and all the early items is you're wasting anywhere from 6,000 to 2,000 gold to get all those items. So you just delay your cleaver, which makes you farm a little bit slower. Well, I should say it's your hyper farming and injection is a little bit slower because you're, wasting money on items. He just got the call fields. It's pretty close.
Oh, wait, look at Vindicator.
Oh no, Vindy, you're in the wrong neighborhood. Miyabi level 7, putting down books, they can't stun, but Yonko coming through the path of destruction misses. Miyabi raises a hand, tells him to shut up. A Nightfall coming down, landing on top of the joust, getting the kill, hitting everyone with a joust, and a mass TP to the bot, and they pick up the kill, and the Vindicator doesn't even die. Yonko actually currently getting smacked down, trying to path the destruction through the trees, but he also breaks down the trees so they can chase him. Jairus throwing a joust from downtown Julie Brown, picks up the joust on top of Yonko. Yonko gets stabbed down by the Lancelot in the cheeks. The dig timing was a little bad, but it doesn't matter because Winsy has the throw. Throws him in the sky, gets the kill.
Can't believe that the Vindicator survived there. Vindicator not only survived there, he also allowed the Bensington to basically get like a free initiation there with the ultimate. Because the entire enemy team was still silenced and just got hit by 3-man Bensington ultimate and stun. That was really well played, actually, by the Vindicator.
Very, very good. Very good. Just the simple, basic, throwing his hands in the air, shut up, nerd! Leave me alone! And everyone's silenced. They can't finish up the kill. And like you said, a 3-man Nightfall, followed by a 3-man Stalactite, by a 3-man Joust. It was just too much.
Yeah, I'm disappointed that he's not playing the rainbow beard skin.
The best... No. The best Jeremiah skin...
It's like Skadoosh every time he gets his W on someone.
Listen, the best Jeremiah skin is removing the hero from the game.
Vindicator.
No, I'm just saying. The best Jeremiah skin is removing it from the game, and the best Vindicator avatar is removing it from the game. Alright? You can't change my mind.
I'm not supposed to change your minds. You're allowed to be wrong, man. Don't worry about it.
Also, I'm kind of mad at the Sir Bensington because he's playing the wrong avatar. The best one is the Australian, the koala on a platypus, specifically because he plays the didgeridoo as he falls from the sky and hits him with a stick.
Yeah. Now that is a good avatar. No, but like I want to go back to the map man with the cleaver, right? So I don't mind like red boots into cleaver.
Oh no, he got scouted out by Knight. Oh no fight! Just scouting him out for the sense of being burrowed from the Geostock to pick up the kill. Yeah.
He wants the Q, but he's just not getting it because the worm is just not showing. Well played, I guess, by the worm. But like top lane.
No fight, people get caught up by Sigma, and another silence coming from the Vindicator, and her Kelpfield comes down, and a Nightfall running through the stun, but it doesn't necessarily matter. He's going to joust through it, pick up the Melee. Menelee's only level 5. Vindicator with another really good shut up, nerds, to just, you know, make that fight secureable. And again, we saw it right there, like we talked about before. I called it in the draft. The Kelpfield came down, Nightfall in the middle of the Kelpfield. I can't dodge it. They have to, you know, they either have to run and get stunned up by the Kelpfield breaking and die, or just eat the Nightfall. But a Tornado picking up Winsy, Winsy coming through, a Path of Destruction coming over, but a book down so they can't use spells. So Yonko can't actually use his Ignite to pick up the kill, but it doesn't necessarily matter. Captain Huggy gets the kill with an auto attack. A very good book placement, good disarm placement, just wasn't enough, sadly.
Rejected!
Yeah, it's not that much, actually. It's just Vindicator's, Kinesis ultimate is just a really good ability. Quite a lot of damage if you can get it off of someone. But what I was talking about, the Madman, yes. So if you're going for Cleaver first, right, over just red boots, if at any point you get like boxed out of the lane or like bullied out of the lane because you don't have boots, at that point it's not worth it anymore, because like you lose more by not being able to lane for that little bit than you get by having your cleaver like 2 minutes earlier, unless of course you have like an entire jungle triple stacked with no one to farm it. Then that's a different story. But that was not the case. Like, he had a free lane top lane.
Take a look at mid. Sigma actually just burned barrel rolls to gain away. Dig coming through with Earth Shattering, coming through big crystals on top of him. Was even feeling PK, and a Nightfall just landing on him to take the kill. And Jera's right now 9-0-4, playing an amazing game. Already has a Hyper Crown going on the side for BKB, Bakimba, if you will. Crystal Field was good there. PK forward on Winsy. Again, throwing him up and just bringing him to the dig. We saw the dig combo there. Kelfield down on Kevin. No, Captain Huggy. Captain Huggy trying to juke. Melee trying to stun through. Winston stun doesn't get anything. Silence coming through on the Vindicator. Tell everyone to shut up. Yonko can't use spells for fun. A Joust comes from downtown Julie Brown picking up the kill on top of Melee. Path of Destruction up the trees to try and get away as they're trying to run, but Jared's just trying to hunt, trying to get anything he can. Novodot kicking a shell forward, trying to find Huggy, but Huggy gets out. A Silence throwing trees, enemy goes auto cover, doesn't take any damage. They're fighting on the tower trying to kill Yonko. A dive with the book and a jump on the back end to kill Captain Huggy, and Yonko go down for life 1. But he's about to revive their TPing out. What are they going to do? Yonko trying to run forward, trying to get into camp with the night. Sigma running in with stock, trying to barrel on top of Winsy. Can't get Winsy to decide. We're going to kill Miyabi. No. Novadon just trying to play in the back because he gets shell shock into the trees. There it is. They don't know where he went, but Sigma throws out the red ward to try and go through, but Menelay doesn't see it in time, and they can't pick up the kill.
Oh, that is unfortunate. They really needed those return kills, because in the end, Bensington actually ported out, the worm got out, the bubbles walked out, and the bubbles ported out at the end there. It was, I think, like a 5-for-1 turn or something like that. That's... I will say this game is surprisingly even for how much the Legion is dominating right now.
True. And the other thing too that we need to take consideration is Captain Huggy in another spot. A dig with some crystals and a joust from downtown, picking up the kill with a nice lance along poke. Very good awareness there by our Geomancer, who is trying to pick up Dreamcatcher right now. Gets the good dig into a good Earth's Grasp with the Geostock. He's doing great. But about the Batman, like I said, it's all partitioned based off how your game is, right? Like you're saying, some games it's good to buy boots. Some games, if you have the free farm, it doesn't really necessarily matter. That's just what it does, right? So again, like we said, it's all based off the game state, right? It's very much based off game state. However, you know how some people are. Some people like the same build and they'll build it no matter if it's good or bad.
Yeah.
So
no, but like, do you agree with me in this case?
I 100% agree with you. Yes, I 100% agree with you. It's all about, the thing is, the particular matter. It really it pays dividends to build based off what your laning phase is. Oh, no, the Vindicated Cell is coming through. Turtle. No. He has a chance to get out because of Vindy. Oh, the trees, but they can't kill him.
That's just mean. They finally had the turtle. He used the spells, and they were there ready for him. But like, so in theory, like you have to farm. You have to get more farm than that you lose by not having boots and being bullied out of the laning phase. It's the same thing that I often see, like people go something like Elkbone's first item before red boots, and then they get like stomped in the lane. It's like you lose money because of that. A lot of people don't seem to realize that. They think like the earlier I get my farming item, the more farmed I will
take a look back. So no fight people actually was hunting with the Geostock in the back, but Winsy just threw him out of Geo ult. But Book is down with Kelpfield. Metally's actually gonna kill him back. Gongo's gonna die, but he has a second life. He's gonna come up, and they probably have the damage to kill him again. Yep, Nightfall coming through to secure the kill. Winsy accidentally threw him out of the crystal field, but it didn't matter. Their damage is just so high.
No, like so he actually threw the Ra on top of the rally, and the rally was inside the crystal field, but the rally like queued out at the end. He compelled himself out. Make sense?
Jarez. Yeah, I saw it incorrectly. I apologize. But it seems like Jarez did not appreciate his silhouette performance. Say, gimme Bensington, one of my main heroes. Oh,
never mind.
Oh,
there's the team support. They're ready for him.
They actually made it. And they were ready this time. It's not coming to the barrel roll. A little lightning bug flying out the Lotus Pool. And Captain Huggy said, you're in the wrong neighborhood, buddy. You're in the wrong neighborhood.
I think if like the pebbles lived there for some reason, like Vindicator Silence wasn't up, but
no, I don't
Vindicator Silence into like him running away somehow, I think that was an instant CC. I don't think they're taking kind on that one.
No, I will say No Fight People has been playing Geo really, really good. He's been having really good Geo stock angles. He's been playing the map really, really good. He's been having really good flanks.
Yeah, they play it very similar like they would play a Tundra. It's the information that is so important here, right?
Yeah, very much so.
And I think this is also look at where the Geo is right now, actually. This is also like an example why they banned Tundra against these type players, because with this information they get to play as aggressively as they do. And actually Vindicator might be in a little bit of trouble if he walks into the rally.
Oh man, the compelled to crush him with an M4 Zeal. He doesn't even use ult. He said, you're not good enough to get turned into paste. Just auto attacks him down. Good heads up there by them sticking together. The Geo was staying bot, so they didn't have info on him anymore. But you're right. Information is paramount, right? It really pays dividends to have all the information to know how rotations are going, knowing how they're playing, know who's where, what, when, and how, where wards are, etc., etc. So, you know, having that info, super good. Because as you can tell, Thai players are momentum-based players. We saw in the last game, as soon as they lost their momentum, they start playing a little bit worse, right? Not because they're bad players or anything, it's just they're based off playing momentum. If they're not playing momentum, they struggle a little bit. But that's just game style, right? That's just how some people play.
Pebbles actually walking into the Congo here.
Oh, buddy, this is not a good move. What are you doing, Mr. Pebbles? Oh, no, Beebles, no! Well, Monarch getting slammed down and punchy. PK's downhill. Metally actually slows him down, gets a nice compel on top of him. But guess what? Geo was stalking, they knew what was going on. A Nightfall coming through the BK bomb with a Hyper Crowd. Just trying to go through, but Madman hasn't shrunken. Drops miss. We have BKB anyway, so it doesn't necessarily matter. Trying to get away. And, okay, Kevin was in a weird spot, but he got out. But again, that was all information on the Geo. And it just set up to a very good play.
Nymphora die?
Nymphora died, I think, because he got hit by a crystal, an earth grasp, maybe? From the...
That's the Bensington.
Oh,
maybe Bensington ultimate in the end or something. Or maybe the Hyper Crown or something. Like the M4 was low because of the Pebbles combo. But M4 didn't die. And the Pebbles like peek it out. So I think either the Bensington ultimate or the Bensington like lightning procs. Where the hell is Kevin going?
I have no clue what Captain Huggy's doing. He's in his own little world. I'm just letting him chill.
He's going on an adventure or something.
So Geo is scouting out Sigma right now, just kind of watching him farm, giving information to the team. We see Bubbles walking up. Bubbles is going to try and do anything. And Earthcraft's coming through on Sigma. Sigma gets stalked to dig. Pops BKB. Kel feels down, but doesn't necessarily matter. Sigma just trying to do any damage he can. Lets Kelp expire. And Turtle's just going to shell shock away. Actually, he's not going to surf away. He's just going to stand there and be like, yeah, I can shell. So what? I don't care. What are you going to do about it, idiot? And a regen rune going to the side of Jared, refreshing his mana. Another stealthy mushroom of sneakiness coming through on Mr. Winsy. Winsy trying to see if he can set up and make anything happen here. Even with the spell shards, I do not foresee a world where he one-shots Yonko in any mind of the sense. He is a tanky boy.
Yeah, like it's interesting to see that like the European teams seem to prioritize Conqueror like a lot more than the Titans. Oh, Menelay.
Oh, he actually would have got... If he actually didn't get booked, he 100% stole that. I 100% believe he steals that. But sadly, he got booked. Sigma barrel into the creeps on mid, and they have Captain Huggy just lurking in the background. But I don't know if they can make anything happen here.
They have an M4 port, so this could be big, although like the team support is here.
They have Vindy silence, but they pick him up in time. Sigma Boss Beam came from the side. Jared gets to actually pop Geos and get out. And Nofadam in the background throwing down a Kelfield, but he's just getting smacked. But Winsy coming in with the stun and the throw, trying to get anything happen. Sigma getting the Nightfall coming through on Sigma. Sigma's going to get Lance along, poked down. Miyamochi's throwing on attacks on Yonko. Yonko's going to die for the first time. That is a mortal on Jeriz. And the Geo's just silencing our poor boy in the background. Yonko gets spawned on top of a bookie book. Yonko said, I can't read, and he dies. That is 15-0-8.
That does sound
GPM
like Yonko, to be fair.
From Jeriz. Jeriz playing an excellent game right now.
Oh, Worm?
Oh no, Worm. They thought they caught the Worm, but they caught him! And Menelay gets picked up by Winsy, thrown in the world, said, leave my Worm alone, that's the only guy I like. They pick up the kill on Menelay, and Worm being level 13 as a support from these realms, the Dreamcatcher, just now picking up his PK. He is having the game of his life.
And this is the strength of like going for something like a Dreamcatcher before like a PK. Like, you're actually pretty damn tanky with that Dreamcatcher. Combos. And from like Pebbles combo into the Geo. So you need to basically kill them during the Madman Shrunken.
Exactly.
There is actually quite a nice buff that the Madman got in the recent patch that helps him in his carry role, which is that like if he pops his ultimate, as you can see right now, he actually gets 5, 7, and 9 movement speed bonus. Yeah, it just gives him that little bit of edge that he needs over like what he would normally have, you know.
Yeah, and 48% damage is not anything to scoff at, right?
Yep.
And Geo again playing the same angle he's played before, just scouting out everybody, looking at their rotations. He knows where all 5 are. He literally just scouted out all 5. He knows exactly where they are and what's happening. They have a ramp down, but they don't see the Geo. And the Nymphora TP, they're going to go down on top of the Vindy to try and get something to happen. They TP on the hill. They actually get stuck on the high ground. Captain Huggy's stuck in the trees. He can't get through. A book going down to silence them, and a silence coming through the Vindy. And Geo's going to actually dig PK on top of Sigma. Sigma is trying to get anything happen. No fight people going down now, but Sigma gets hit by the Nightfall, and he has no mana. He gets bashed. He's trying to stalk away, but he can't get away because the bash is too strong. A book goes down. He gets a kill. Winsy actually kills another one on the back line. That TP was a little bit grief there. They got stuck on the hill, hit by a book, and then silenced up. Winzy actually trying to get on top of you. Oh my god, Captain Huggy reacting instantly to Winzy TP with a Bensington Joust, stuns him so he can't get thrown. But Menelay doesn't understand that the throw didn't go off, so he just gets chucked up and punched down. And Captain Huggy stayed a little bit too long and dies too. A mortal Jer is running through the map, cutting him up like hot butter on a sunny day. 18-0-8.
But like Ra almost was Mok. So you know.
They're going to give up this tier 3 tower in the bottom lane, and they're going to lose their racks off this alone.
Yeah, like this is like rough. Honestly, they are at this point so far behind because like a little while ago I said like even though the score looked really bad, I think it was like 19-6. The gold lead was actually not even that bad.
Yeah, it was only 7k, but the fights were still pretty close.
Yeah, and like the gold percentage, like if you look at the gold percentage, it was only like 55% to 54% or something. That is manageable. That is absolutely manageable. But right now it's like 62-38. That's a lot worse, basically.
Yeah, 26k, about to be 27k up on net worth, but that net worth isn't supplementary. It's very, very much real. You can see it in all their fights, and you can see it by how behind Menelay is, or sorry, Meme Delay. You can definitely see it. And even though Sigma's trying to turn out a really good game and Sigma has items and be able to play, even with BKB, you can see it doesn't necessarily matter. He popped BKB, they threw a book on him, he got first hit bash, they threw a ward on his head, and then he just died anyways. Yep. So, you know,
I mean, that's like an 800 GPM Bensington. Like, that's...
Yeah.
Like, normally, Mapman easily outcarries a Bensington. But not if you're, like, 300 or 400 GPM behind. That's not doable.
And now we're looking at the case where our Tony has a BKB. Our Tony's BKBing it up. Our Vindy almost has Hellflower, it seems like. He's pretty close, I think. Is that what he's building, Hellflower?
Oh, top lane, the worm is doing things.
The Nightfall coming through on top of Huggy. Huggy just splits off, Menelay walks away. And Jared's actually burned BKB there, but I think he doesn't necessarily mind. Even if he burns BKB, I don't see a world where they kill him.
No, like, it doesn't really matter. At this point, it's just better to play safe than to play super risky.
Sigma just got scouted out by a Shell Surf, by the way, but I don't think they're going to do anything about it.
No. I think they may have seen him, like, go into the trees there. But, like, it doesn't really matter if you pop your Shrunken, because you can just wait, right? It's the only way that you're going to lose this game as the Legion side at this point is if you start, like, you know, making really stupid plays and dying on the Bensington a lot. Because Bensington has an immortal streak, remember that. Like, that's 1,000 gold.
Yeah, but Yonko has Radiance.
Ooh, Mok. Oh, he missed the smoke. Oh, and they ran into an illusion for Pebbles here with 5 people. That's tough.
Very, very, very depressing.
Yeah. At least it feels less bad that he missed the smoke now. Oh, they missed the
smoke. PK did coming through, but he actually missed, and Winzy can't confirm anything off it. He also just kind of gives that play up. So they kind of just gave away that they had vision there based off how they played that. Geo stock just doesn't matter. They're going to be seen forever. That's a DD on Jairus. They're just going to shred through the Kongor right now.
Yeah,
just going to cut him down.
Their Kongor is going to be up in approximately like a minute or so. Actually, it's really good what Vinicius is doing here. They're like setting up for the enemy Kong because they know that the Legion is going to want to do that. So it's unfortunately not really a useful rune. It's going to be a regeneration rune. But there is even still a tier 1 middle tower. That's how aggressively like the Legion side has been playing here.
Very true. The other thing too that's kind of supplementary here is the fact that, like you said, they made that play on the Kongor there, and they warded for it. But even with the wards, I do not foresee a world where they could just roll up and fight and be okay. I think they're too behind. I think a calculated 5v5 fight, they lose.
Like if they can play a 3v5 fight somehow, maybe they can like pull something off there. But they have to do that against a geomancer that's like constantly scouting them, constantly giving information, constantly being annoying. And oh, look at this! They said an Newerth port, they're coming.
I don't know if this is the fight you want though, boys. Oh wait, it's only solo Newerth. He just tried to steal it, but didn't get it. Oh man, he only solo ported to try and steal it. It makes sense. He wanted to make sure they didn't get the token, but in the end, it didn't necessarily matter.
I liked it. Just go for the
it was
play.
a good heads-up play.
Yeah, like you're gonna be respawning in like 40 seconds anyway. You're worth like how much? Like 200 gold. Who cares? Just go for the play. If it works out, it's huge. If it doesn't work out, like it's not going to change the game. This
Definitely not.
Vinicius might be.
No, Captain Huggy just got scouted up by the turtle.
Yeah, he just dropped the eye like right there for them.
No.
Like there used to be this thing that you could do where you drop the eye. Yeah, okay. Benskin with a wing bow just sniped him, Batman.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't.
Silence.
Shout out to Jairus, the 20-0-9 game, playing that game absolutely like a menace. Just playing it really good. And we saw the strength of their draft, right? We saw people getting Chuck Stalagmite Nightfall on top of. We saw the Kelp field to the 3-man Nightfall earlier.